Alright guys, bear with me. There's going to be no doubt, some moving around and some shaking in this video. I want to do an unboxing of this 1/16th. It's Entex, which is it's a Bandai tooling. Um, the 1908 Rolls Royce Silver Ghost balloon car. This was the actual personal car of Charles Rolls. He was a huge early aviation fanatic, and he designed this car so he could put his balloon car on the back. This was all made out of leather, so the fender unit couldn't be damaged by the balloon. And we got some more cane work on here. We might use those same decals, even though this is a bigger scale. But there's a big scale group build on a good old-fashioned forum I'm a part of, and it's an awesome forum. If anybody is interested in another place to talk about some great guys that talk about modeling, that place is it's rocking. It's got all kinds of activity and all kinds of wonderful, fantastic builds. But there's a big scale group build going on for the next couple years on there, and this is going to be my entry. But I wanted to build it on the channel too. Well, show it on the channel while I'm building it. I'm still not. I've done a couple videos practicing, but I just can't. I haven't figured out the best way to go about building in front of the camera yet. It, you know, if there's something I think I can help somebody with, or if you guys are ever curious about how I do something, let me know, and I'll try to do it in video form. But anyways, I also wanted to do a very quick update on a couple other group builds, which you guys are familiar with, and that is the Fat Fenders Fins and Chrome, which we have these the Impala here, and I'm gonna drop this camera. So we'll get back into that gigantic box here in just a second. And then the naked models, Ferrari. Enzo Ferrari. So I just wanted to show a quick update on what I've been working on. I've shown some updates on Facebook, but haven't shown it off in video form yet, so let me dig this stuff out of here. On the Ferrari, I'm just having a blast with this. Oh, get this out of the way. Oh, and we'll get this out of the way. I'm losing my white background here. Yeah, we'll get to that. So this is the engine as it comes. I've done some metal transfers. I've done some Sharpie work on the brakes. This is the kit chrome, which is sort of a matte. It's a beautiful chrome. I chromed the velocity stacks with a chrome marker. I did some Sharpie work to the front assembly. Just trying to pick out some details, you know. But I'm just having a blast with this, and it's coming right along. This will be getting installed to the chassis very soon. I just finished the front suspension on the chassis last night. Well, I'm filming this, I think, on the 7th. So it's probably not going to come out today, but anyways, I just finished the front suspension, which some more Sharpie work here. And like I said, just picking out some details. There's nobody will ever see them, but there's Ferrari decals on the calipers. And then in the engine bay, I went ahead and did some bare metal foil for heat shielding, which, you know, it works okay. I'm sure it'll look fine. It was kind of rough going over these. It's got mounting locations for the engine, you know. So once that gets locked in, it'll be all good. But yeah, that was called out to be painted chrome. I assumed it was some heat shielding, so that's what I went with. Having a blast with that. And then, likewise with the Impala, I just finished all the bare metal foil. I still have to do all the kit trim that goes in here, but I added sort of like a rocker cover in chrome. I thought that would look nice. It's you know, we're trying to, it's fenders, fins, and chrome, so we're trying to get it all in there. Remind me never to do a build for this group build with this much bright work on it. No. I'm kidding. I'm not very good at bare metal foil, so this is all another opportunity to practice the spike down the middle of the trunk. We did the emblems, which I'll have to do some detail painting. Another rocker cover on this side. And I love that color with the chrome on it, though. The two-tone. I think it really is popping nicely. I'm too far forward from my light, so you can't really see the other blue color that great. But, yeah, really happy with how that's going. And the chassis, sticking with the chrome theme, I went ahead and went with like a polished stainless steel exhaust. Got the tank in flat aluminum. I always like to do yellow shocks a lot of times because, you know, when I was growing up, I'd always see those Monroe advertisements. They were either blue or yellow usually. And then I got the front suspension done too. So this really just needs the engine slid in, and this will be ready to rock. I haven't decided what I want to do with the interior. Maybe a metallic blue sort of vinyl material, you know, or I don't know. I got to figure that out. And once I get that figured out, this thing will be wrapped up in no time. But so those are my updates. Those are the group builds. Having a lot of fun with both of them. Going to be getting into a couple more. We got that Corvette on Facebook, the Grandpa Mark's Hobbies Corvette group build, which I'll be jumping in on. And then, like I said, that forum, which we're going to go over that kit right now as soon as I clear some stuff out of the way. I know some of these kits have been shown on other YouTube channels. These old 16 scale Bandais or Entex kits, depending on. I think most of them are Bandai, but this box is absurdly huge. I just wanted to show it off before I started to get into it. Everybody could sort of it was started. It was very briefly started by someone before they sold it. So actually, I'm going to move this forward a little bit so we can get more into the light. Sorry. All right. So, got the soft top, which will have the leather strapping that comes down. You know, that's a big piece of plastic right there. Now, my hands aren't huge by any means, but that's a big piece of plastic. We got the bodywork, which is nice because it's got these separate panels. I did an Italeri that was like this. You could paint the body color, and then the inserts are for the opposite color. In this case, this will be the cane work, the cane applique that they had on these, or on this one. This, like I said, this is the personal car of Charles Rolls, and this one has a opening door on this side, so we'll have to get that lined up. Hopefully that works out. I think this is just more of the interior, where the interior is going to sit. We have this, which has a beautiful texture on it. I was thinking that maybe originally I could cut this, you know, and maybe use balsa to actually have it wood and then stain it, sort of like you do with a truck bed. I don't know. This, or maybe even thin balsa over top of this. But this is a beautiful texture. I don't know. We'll see. That's a decision for a different day. We don't need to talk about that. These, like I said, these are leather on the real car, and this is a very flexible styrene, very thin. And I might just leave these. It sort of has a leather sheen to it, so this might just be it. This might be the fenders. No paint. See what I feel like when that. And the part that was started, we have the frame. Somebody stuck most of it together and put the rear end in. They did a pretty good job, you know. It's probably a little bit tweaked. Seems like it's high on this corner over here. We'll monkey with that. It's not a big deal. And maybe with some weight on it, it'll sit down. It just got a little wobble. It's hard to tell, you know. I'll get some wheels built, and we'll see how it sits. It was the price was right for the completed or for the started kit. I got it a long time ago. This is some more woodwork, and then the leather straps, which I'll have to paint and whatnot. I don't have anywhere to put this gigantic amount of plastic. Some more body panels. The top of the hood, the sides of the hood. That's the door that you saw. I think a toolbox. I don't know what this is. Various steering and suspension components. Then we got some engine parts, big fan, pulleys. I don't know if those are some hoses or pipes. I'm not sure. Lots of little stuff on there. We have the interior, which is really nice. I don't know how well you'll be able to see because it's black, but it's got a gorgeous pleated pattern in there. It's really nice. It's going to be fun to detail. And then this is the cane work. Let's see, there you go. Yeah, these fit in the body in those slots that I showed. And the wheels, man, the wheels are just works of art. This is a tree. You'll notice these notches, and then you got the rings, and it all locks together. And this is what it ends up looking like. The spokes. I mean, just look at that. That is just gorgeous. The engineering that went into this is stunning. They give you this spool of a sort of nylon material, and they give you two pieces. You bolt together this jig around a hub, and it also holds one of those outer rings with the notches, and you have to lace your own wheels. And this is the end result. I'm so looking forward to that. I mean, it's going to be extremely tedious, but have you ever seen a nicer scale wire wheel other than maybe the Fernando Pinto ones or the Model Factory Hero ones, which are, you know, expensive? Really cool. This is looks like the piece of an engine, maybe. Little parts, some more big ass tires. That's one of the center hubs. That's going to go in the center of that jig, and it sits on here. Oop. So that sits on here, and then you put the outer ring on there, and then you trap it between these pieces, and it has screws that bolt in here, so it locks it in place, and then it allows it to spin on the hub as you lace the wheel. Really cool. I'm looking forward to that. It's sort of going to be a nightmare, but I think it's going to be fun. They give you some more soft material for hoses or straps or whatever. I'm not sure. And then there's some more bits and pieces in here we don't really care about, like an oil pan and a radiator, just stuff that's fallen off. This looks like it might be part of a seat. The glass was loose in there. It's a little beat up, but it still looks pretty good. You know, I might just hit it with some floor polish. That always seems to help with the glass when it gets scratched up. And the chrome, which I have not taken out of the plastic. The nice thing about this car, it's just such a huge tree. The nice thing about this car is it didn't look like it had a ton of brass on it. You know, that brass look is always tough to replicate. So we go with chrome instead. I think it'll be good. And then a nice booklet style instruction. Let's see here. I'll show you. Engine. Where's it at? Okay, here you go. So this is what I was talking about. See the hub and the outer ring with the notches, and then it gives you a starting point on the actual outer ring of the rim, and that's where you wrap your nylon. And then you go 1 across the hub to 2, pass through the grooves to the next fixture, come around 3, 4, and then they have the whole wheel. And then if you're right or wrong, and then you do the inner rim as well, so it ends up being a front and a back, and then you seal it up with the outer rings and the caps, the hub covers. I mean, it's I'm gonna probably just be doing that in my spare time while I sit in front of the TV or something, just so I don't have to really think about it. But that's that kit. Really super awesome, cool kit, and I can't wait to get into building it. I just wanted to show it off before I started cutting plastic on it and painting stuff up. It's a unique kit. Like I said, I know that some other people have gone over some of these old Entex / Bandai kits in the past, but I myself have not seen this balloon car. So that was longer than I anticipated. So we're at 16 minutes and some change, coming up on 17 minutes actually. So I will let you go. I hope you enjoyed that, and thank you everybody for the support. Thanks for watching. I can't thank you guys enough. I'm having a blast, and I can't wait to show you guys how this build goes. You guys have a great week, and I will see you with an update on the next video. Not of this, but a update of something, because I'm not going to get into this just right this instant. So, you guys have a good one.